Hey guys, Jaws Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Rise of the Beasts Mirage. So, here he is in his Porsche alt mode, and I found this guy I think last Friday, and I'm so glad that I did, because this guy's a pretty fun little figure, but he does have some flaws, as always, with all these figures. But before getting into all my thoughts and stuff, let's take a quick look at his packaging. So here it is. It's standard Studio Series packaging style. You got one of the renders that they used, which is very inaccurate because, well, the obvious thing is the battle mask, which apparently, according to those who saw like the early screenings of the movie before things were changed, he apparently never had this. Like, he had the silver head crest, which was seen in the teaser for the movie, but he never even had this battle mask, so why does he have it? I have no clue. And yeah, he is Studio Series number 105, and how about Mirage, Transformers. On the top here, get the Rise of the Beast logo. On the side here, get more up-close shot here of the render. He's obviously a deluxe class, as stated previously. And about logo there, and slightly different render here. As you can see, that looks totally off. And on the back here, you get CGI renders. Of course, you still got the silver head crest thing, which luckily they did change, but it's still on there in the renders. The name of his backdrop is New York City Getaway. And he is an officially licensed Porsche. Hooray! And then there's this little description right here. Here's his render there with the backdrop. All this right down here. Not really anything here at the bottom. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So let's put Mirage back into the camera's view. And the two modes, this definitely is my favorite of the two right here, because, well, it's an officially licensed Porsche alt mode, and boy, does it look good. So, but anyways, let's get up close look at it right here. And I absolutely love how it came out. I love the metallic blue paint, obviously the silver paint, and it looks great. Just wish, they painted the hubcaps here, because if they painted that silver, this really would look perfect. Mostly. There's obviously panels lining everywhere, but it's a transformable figure, so of course it's gonna have that. There's the clear plastic, which I've seen some people, like, especially in this one right here, have like breakage there, and like, okay, I understand how like fragile clear plastic is. I mean, not as much as gold plastic, but still, it's But from what I've seen, it looks like people are a little too rough on it. Like, again, I can understand sometimes, it's not entirely your fault. Well, sort of. I mean, you're kind of handling it. But from what I've seen, it looks like they're just being really rough on this, because, I've never had any close calls or anything. Like, I've seen it go, like, vertically and stuff. I just don't see how that happened, unless you're, like, forcing it or something, or doing something that I don't even know. But if it happened to you, then, sorry for that, I guess, but honestly, though, you have to be really rough on this to have that break. Not that I've tried to break this, it's just, I can tell it's not fragile. I don't see, again, how that would break easily. Oh you also do get the windshield wipers in here. I do love how that looks. On the bottom here, visible head syndrome, he's looking right at you. And a bit of hollowness right here. Though, luckily, you can store his weapon right there. We'll take a look at that in a bit, and I'll fill things up perfectly. And and here's the spoiler. Absolutely love the spoiler, and like the back right here. This looks really nice. I got the Porsche logo there too. And unfortunately, there's a little scuffing of the blue paint. That's kind of been like that. I don't know if I had when I first got it, or this thing. Again, I wasn't like intentionally scratched or anything. It just kind of ended up like that. Got out of place. There we go. So, yeah, there you guys have close-up looks at the alt mode, and yeah, as you can tell, it looks really, really good. Now as for accessories, mainly the storage, he does come with his can from the movie. Unfortunately, it is not painted, so that's a bit of a bummer, but I will say it does, besides that, it does look pretty nice. I love how it looks. Here's the bottom side. And yeah, so you could store it right under here. So as you can see, there's these two notches, and there's these kind of tabs right here. And you're supposed to kind of push that down into there evenly, right there. It's a little fiddly again, but once you got that, there you go. Yeah, now it looks a lot better. This definitely flows a lot better than it did without that, or you can see the window there. I will say that does look nice. Fits in very, very good. So, yeah, now anyways, for the alt mode size comparisons, here he is with Optimus Prime. You see them right there. Here he is with Bumblebee. Here he is with RC. A little tricky to get her stand up. But yeah, there's that. And last but not least, here is with Wheeljack, specifically the mainline one, because, you know, there's no Studio Series 1 out yet. I think on the 27th, there will be an event where they'll reveal the first wave of the 2024 Studio Series figures, and I believe Wheeljack is among them, so can't wait to see that. But for the time being, this does fit pretty nicely, so yeah, there's that. So that is it for the alt mode size comparisons. Now let's get right down into Mirage's transformations. So let's get to that right now. So yeah, no, anyways, starting off here, you just want to kind of untab the kind of what will become the feet later on, and next kind of carefully push up this. That's the one. Like, his transformation is kind of a little frightening at times, you know, because of the clear plastic. Just because I haven't, you know, come close to any breakage of the clear plastic, that doesn't mean I'm afraid, because, you know, something still could happen. And I don't want to happen with this guy. Because I don't want to go and spend another, what, $20-something or whatever. Oh, and this popped off. Hold on a sec. Okay, so now, the next you just want to flip down the kind of feet right here. Just want to, there you go. And then next, just want to kind of move up this right here, kind of, yeah, I'm just still trying to get that. There we go. And just untab on the other side, and there you go. So you just want to then flip this kind of all forward, or like this, the roof section right here, just kind of want to do something like this. There you go. And yeah, that's how that should look. So then next up, you just want to simply kind of untab this all right here, kind of move out the legs. There we go. And after that, you just want to kind of straighten out the wheels here. So you just want to, there's like this hinge here, so you just kind of want to move them to the center, sort of. So this is how that should look. Something like that. You know, it was like this before, and just want to move it in like that. So there you go. And then next, you just want to rotate around the feet. And then after that, you just want to then lift up the wheel sections right here, the front wheels, and just move them back. And then next, you just want to bring out the arms like that. And there's this one right here. Just don't want anything to collide and break and whatnot. And you just want to move these out right here like that and bring them up. And then next, let's bring down the chest section right here. And then you're just going to want to move in the chest pieces right there, the headlights. And yeah, there's that. And then after that, you just want to kind of move this, and we're actually probably wait a bit for that one. And I just want to leave this thing right back here, all the kibble. And then after that, you just want to bring down the waist section there. You guys want to move it forwards, sorta. And then that'll clip into place, I believe. There we go. Or it doesn't make a noise, it just kind of goes in there. And then next, you just want to swivel this, or actually, wait, hold on. I think this is good. Well, yeah, you just want to swivel the waist around. And I think, there you go. You just kind of want to bring this up. It's a little confusing, but yeah, there's that right there. And so then next what you want to do is, yeah, just want to make sure this stays down. And finally then you just want to move in this back piece right here. Oh, and we almost forgot, you want to bring down the, well, at least this half of the doors right here for the car. And flip these down. And, and then swivel the hands right there. And once you're all done with that, there you guys have Mirage in his robot mode. I gotta say, he looks a bit better than I expected. He is, he's quite kibbly, but, you know, some areas can look past, but, does that mean I like his kibble? No. I think they could have done things a lot better here, especially with the back and the legs here. He's a kibbly mess, but, you know, at least you could still tell it's Mirage. So, yeah, no, anyways, let's take a look at the head sculpt. My favorite part about the robot mode, because, you know, it's Mirage, you can really tell that's in there. And again, I'm glad that they painted this head crest blue, because if it was silver there, then, oh man, that'd just be such a disappointment. So I'm glad that they did color blue. Not the whole thing though, unfortunately. It's just kind of the front there. So yeah, and I love the silver. Again, that carries into the robot mode, so that's cool. And then you get the kind of thighs right here. It would have been nice if they painted like these strips red. And for some reason his forearms are clear plastic. I know that they're supposed to connect to the windows right here, but like you could still do with, you know, normal plastic and just have these like on the side there. I don't know why it has to be all one piece, but whatever. It doesn't look too bad though. I do like though that they did paint this like a metallic blue. And I like the metallic blue here too for the for his biceps. No real paint over here. Yeah, nice silver paint. You know, it would have been nice though if he had a bit more paint like on his abdomen, maybe around his feet and stuff. But of course, the main problem with this robot, you know, is the kibble. Because I mean, look at this; it looks atrocious. But yeah, do I think there was a better way they could have done, you know, this Mirage robot mode? I'd say so, but you know, overall, I can mostly look past it, especially if you look at the front. But yeah, from the side and the back, especially even mostly the side, it looks bad. But yeah, one thing that does bug me about the kibble is this thing right here. It doesn't like to stay down. It's supposed to like stay down, but doesn't. I mean, maybe that's supposed to be like that. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why that's there. So I kind of like to. I mean, I would move this back right here, but then it just kind of gives him like this weird thing right up here. It just, I don't know. That's the only reason I just keep it down like this. There is one fix though I accidentally discovered with the legs that you could do. So in order to make this look less junky, you could just move this piece like this, and then this one right here. So you just bring that forward, and then you can move down the door pieces like that. And now his legs, while not too much cleaner, look more compact, and I'd say that definitely helps. As you can see right there. So, hey, you could always use this as a mod. Yeah, I do prefer it like this. But that was an accidental discovery. That's like when I first transformed back into this robot mode after first getting him, you know, transforming to alt mode, then I transformed back to him, like, wow, this is a lot clearer than I remember. But then I realized, oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong configuration. But because, you know, this is a review, I have to show what Hasbro wants you to have him as, then I'll just keep it like this. But, you know, after this review, I'll probably just use like the other formula, and hey, you guys could just use that as well. So yeah. Now, anyways, let's get into the articulation. So he does have a ball joint in the head, so it can move side to side. It can only move up that far and then down that far. Shoulders do move outwards that far, and there's kind of a hinge here too, so you can kind of get some, you know, up and down movement there as well. They do move a full 180. He does have a bicep swivel, a bend at the elbow, a wrist swivel, a waist swivel, bit of an ab crunch too, I do like that. Legs can kick up this far, back that far, and then probably about that far. Maybe if you use my little technique, you could probably get a little more movement. Oh, and this popped off. But, yeah. So, let's see what else. You do get kind of a thigh swivel, a bend at the knee, right there. And you do get a ball joint at the ankles, so you do get nice movement there. And the toes do move up and down. So, yeah, surprisingly, despite being a kibbly mess, he is actually very well articulated, I'd say. So, props to Hasbro for, you know, finding ways, you know, to make him still highly articulatable while, you know, being this. But, yeah, so, anyways, so yeah, there you guys have that. And so I'll just give him his cannon right here. And there you go. So, there is that. So, anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with Optimus Prime. Here he is with Bumblebee. Here he is with RC. And here he is with the mainline Wheeljack. So there's that. I will say though the scale does work, but yeah, we definitely still though do need that Studio Series one because, you know, well, first of all, this is not an officially licensed Volkswagen van, and also because, you know, he's lacking paint in some areas, but for, you know, for the mainline though, fits in pretty well with the Studio Series. You know, we obviously still need an actual Studio Series one. So. But yeah, so there you guys have those comparisons. And of course, as he is a Studio Series figure, let's take a look at the backdrop. So here it is. And yeah, it's New York City right there. It kind of looks like an alleyway, sort of. And yeah, so he's Studio Series 105, Transformers Rise of the Beast, and all this typical stuff on the frame of this. So anyways, just put Mirage right here. So if you want to see what he looked like with this right here, then there it is. Not a whole lot, but still pretty cool. Again, I don't keep these, so it'll be thrown anyways, but just one quick little look here at what he looks like with it. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Rise of the Beast Mirage. And honestly, you know, a lot of people expected this figure to be bad or stuff, or mid. And honestly, after owning him, he really isn't bad or mid. Well, obviously, you know, the alt mode is pretty good. You know, just the only complaints really are, you know, I guess the clear plastic is, you know, we all know that could be an issue. But it hasn't been an issue for me personally yet. It probably will down the line. But overall, I think it looks really good. Yeah, I know he's got all the panel lining there, but what do you expect from a transforming figure? But yeah, I do love that it's officially licensed and does the, you know, the license, you know, justice. As for the robot mode, it does look a little bit like garbage, but honestly though, I can't really hate on it because, you know, the paint job is pretty good, especially, you know, the head and really the face, and then, you know, the chest. Some really nice paint. The articulation is, you know, surprisingly pretty good too. So, but yeah, I will say the kibble is pretty bad, but probably one of the worst we've had on a Studio Series figure. But I wouldn't say this is one of the worst Studio Series figures we've gotten because, you know, he's still got plenty of good stuff going for him. Again, you know, the alt mode nearly perfect, and the robot mode, you know, neat paint, and the articulation is pretty good. So that's mostly what I care for, but yeah, I still think they could have done better mold-wise with the robot mode, particularly, you know, particularly with the kibble. But besides that, he's a pretty good figure. Great alt mode, kind of good robot mode, but yeah, just the real only gripes I have are, well, the kibble, atrocious, and the clear plastic could be an issue, depending on what kind of person you are, if you're gentle or rough. I don't know. But yeah, so that's just my thoughts on this guy. So yeah, but anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So anyways, as always, till all are one.